Hello everybody, it's again me, Edward. Today I'd like to talk about this book, the Try Nihongo no Shiken and San Bunpo kara nobasu Nihongo. And this is a grammar book for N3, okay, as you can see. And actually there are 5 books, as you can see here, from N5 to N1. So there is one book for each level. But now we're going to talk about the N5. Now, this is actually one of my favorite books for grammar for this level. But actually my favorite one is this one, is the Shinkansen Master. But a lot of people told me that this one is too difficult, is packed, the explanations, everything is too difficult, you know. I can understand it. Actually, I think that this is really the best one, but if this is too difficult for you, I think that you should try this one. Now, as they state in the introduction, this book contains a collection of grammar questions for level 3, and it is a product of 30 years of experience at the Japanese Language Institute of the Asian Student Cultural Association. Okay, so the material in this book was developed from the courses at that institute, and their objective apparently is to present the various grammar points in the clearest and easiest way, and I think they do it in a really good way, actually. Okay, now this book has 11 chapters. Okay, we'll talk about the structure. So they have 11 chapters. Okay, so this is chapter 5, for example. I hope you can see that. Okay, a recipe for homemade ham. Interesting. Now, what you're going to have in every chapter, so first of all, you're going to see a reading section, or a listening section actually, because you have a CD here. Okay, so you can listen to the audio. Now, you're going to listen to it. Of course, before you listen, I really think it's much better to read it before that. Just read. And if you find any, vocabulary that you don't understand, just try to check it before you actually listen to it. And then, after listening to it, you have explanations about the various grammar points that you have. So, in every chapter, okay, in every section of a chapter, because as I said, this is just part 1. This is one section. This is the second section of chapter 5. So in every section, you have several grammar points. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you have 6 different grammar points that you're going to learn by reading this, by listening and reading this. Okay. Now you have an explanation in Japanese, in very simple Japanese, I must say, and then in English also. And then you're gonna have the different example sentences. You can see them here, okay? And then you have this section, which is really nice. This is the yatte miyo. It means let's try, okay? Let's try. So here you have very simple questions just to check your knowledge, to check your understanding, okay? And then you have more explanations. Okay, and also you will see these stars. You see these stars? They show you the level, the difficulty level of these grammar points, okay, which is also very nice. So you have these very simple questions here, okay, just to check your understanding, your basic understanding. But then, after that, you'll have, after you finish with the second chapter, okay, you have the same thing. You'll have this. Okay, matome mondai, matome no mondai, which is the review questions. Okay, which means that here you're gonna check everything that you learned in this chapter from the 2 sections, and these questions, as opposed to these questions, the easiest ones, here you're gonna actually have questions that are in the format of the JLPT. So it means that you have one question and 4 different answers that you have to choose one of them. Okay. You have also the scrambled questions, which is actually one of my favorite parts. Okay. and then you have this. This is like a short story or a reading section that you have to put the correct grammar points or the correct words. Okay. And then you also have listening questions, which is really good. This book should be. They actually call it a grammar book, but this book actually helps you also with listening. So some of these questions actually remind me of the questions that appear in the actual JLPT, in the listening section. So this book is really, really good. So it will help you with listening also, okay, and also with reading. Okay, so we have the next chapter, number 6, and then you also have section 1, section 2, and again you have all these questions, and then you have the matome no mondai, the review questions. So this book is really amazing. I like the structure of the book. I think it's really nice, and I think that it also has a lot of knowledge that you should have for the test. And also, you know, if you just want to brush up your Japanese, you want to review some of these grammar points, I think it's a very good book to have. Okay. And actually, you know, I like the way they call it try, because you can see here in the introduction, they say that we gave this book the title Try to encourage you to give Japanese a try, as well as to say that trying your best can bring rewards, like a try in rugby. I really like it. So I think that you should really give it a try. This book is really amazing, and if you find this one, if you find the Kanzen Master too difficult, really give it a try. Now, another thing I wanted to say that, in the end, I forgot to tell you this. In the end, of course, you'll have all the answers, of course, all the correct answers. And also, you will have the scripts, you see? So these are all the scripts for the questions that you have, the listening questions. Okay, so it's really, really useful, really useful. And another thing that I like about this book is that they actually give you this. This is actually a list of all the chapters and all the different grammar points that you learned. Okay? And this is also another chart that shows you all the grammar points that you learned. And for example, if there's a grammar point you want to look at, you just look here, and then you can find the level of the grammar point, and then you can see the page, and then you can go and look for it and, you know, check it. So as a review book, as a study book, this book is amazing, it's awesome, and I really recommend it. And good luck, people. Thank you. Bye bye.